Hello, I'm Marcus and this is Helen. We're from BD Game, Blue Donut Games, and we're going to take you through a two-player game of Horror in the Library. We're going to go right from the beginning, setting out the tiles and all the bits and pieces in the game, and then we're going to have a quick two-player game and talk through all the different bits of the rules, so you get a great idea of how it all works. Okay, so let's get the box open. I'm going to put that over there. And I'll just talk about all the different bits and pieces as we're getting them all out. Okie dokie. So, here are all the pieces. I've done, like Blue Peter, I've done some of the assembly earlier. So, what we've got here is the player board. And you can see here that what we've got in the middle is a meter, and this is our fortitude meter. This we've got to try and keep in the positive area, and that helps us search through drawers and the bookcases to collect the items about that we need to win the game. Okay. Then we've got four of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll note as well that we've got the different characters on the board. So when you want to choose a character, you simply pick a board. Okay. Then we've got these different room tiles. Here are the room tiles. There are 16 room tiles in the game, and you'll see that one of them doesn't have a handle, and you'll probably say, well, what's the handle for? And that will be evident in a minute when we take you through the game. Now, the other bits that we've got, if Jade, you come over here and we have a look at these characters, and we've got the different characters in the game, and then there are 4 of those, and then you'll see there are 4 different there are 8 different monsters here, and you can see there's ones with number 1, and you can see there are some with number 2 on them, and the difference between these are the numbers mean how much damage they will inflict on people in a room when they appear. Okay. The next thing we've got is this rather splendid thing, which is the bookcase. Now, the bookcase is really important to the game because that helps us to find out what colour pages we're going to find when we look through the game. So just to reiterate, this game is a tile-based card collecting game. So we're trying to collect cards, and I'll show you what the cards are. So I've got them in the pack here. Right, okay, so we've got 2 sizes of cards. We've got these cards here. These are patience cards size, okay, and these are the different types of pages that we need to collect, and there are 6 different types. So these are the fears. Then we've got crystals, objects, and the white ones. The yellow ones are elements. The black ones are law, different symbols. And then you've got the green ones, which is herbology. So all those different things like garlic and wolfsbane. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this out, and then we'll explain some of the other pieces when we're actually playing the game. So I'm going to put that at the end. I'm going to put the characters over here, and the monsters can go over here as well. Like that. Okay, so if we go and have a look over here, what Helen's doing, so we can see there are these different square tiles, and they've got different letters. Now the letters represent red, K for black, W for white, Y for yellow, B for blue, and G for green. Now what we'll do is we'll give those a little shuffle, and then we will then decide how long we want the game to be by deciding how many tiles we actually put on our player board. So a shorter game would only use 1 or 2 tiles, a longer game would go 4, 5 or 6. Okay, whilst Helen's doing that, I will put the page cards by the bookcase, and they can be in any order that you like. And I tend to put these out into 2 rows of 3 myself, or 1 row of 6, depending on how much space you've got. So I'm going to do that, like that. And every time I put them out, I always make sure I've given them a good little shuffle. Okay, so let's just do that. There we go. So make sure we've shuffled all the cards. Right. Okay, so the other deck that we got, there are 2 sets of cards. They're the blessings and the curses. So the blessings do good things to players. So they'll give you a dice nudge, or a lockpick, or go through the mirrors, or protect you from poisoning or being shot or stabbed. So those are those. There's a nice shuffle. I'll put those there. Then we've got the curses. Now the curses, you can use those curses, some of them, like this one, you can use that to poison an opponent and steal a card. But others get used on yourself. So for example, this one here, where you get visited by a creature and it scares you and you lose 3 fortitude points. So those curses might not always be bad for you, they might be bad for somebody else. Okay, so let's put those there. Then you'll see we have a red bag. Now in the red velvet bag, inside, we've got a series of coins. Blessings B and curses C. Okay, and we use those when we're searching through the drawers, and we pull those out to tell us what card to pull from which deck. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're setting out the tiles. For this demo, we're just going to use a small grid, so we can do 3 by 3, or we can play a bigger grid, which is 4 by 4. Okay, so we're just going to choose some different rooms, and we're going to randomly put those out like that. Let's use.
Where's the mirror?
Shall we use the other mirror? Yep, there we go. I can use that one or that one. Shall we use that one? This one. Okay, put those to one side. Right, okay. So now we're going to choose our characters, and then we're going to have our player boards. So I'm Eldred Linden. Who are you going to be, Helen?
I'm Lady Hermione Elderoy.
Lovely. Right, okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose the colours for our search markers. And I'm also just putting our fortitude meter check here, which is this lovely gold, what do you call one of these? Token?
Yeah, it's like a coin.
Coin, isn't it? Very nice. And then cube. So I put my cube on the bulb here before I start. And I've got the blue triangles. And so these go from 1 to 6. Okay, but you'll also see there is one with a hand, that one there. And so what we do with that one is we just keep that on the player board, and that helps us remember what set of tokens we're using. So we've got everything all set up. Now what we need to do is we need to choose the item tiles that we've got. So we're going to go for a short game. So we're going to go for 2. Okay, so each of us takes turn to choose 2 tiles. That one and one of those. Okay, so what we do then is we put those over in the 1 and the 2 slot, and we put them face up like that. Okay, so the next thing we do is place our characters on the library, or in the library I should say. Now we can put our characters anywhere we like, except for the green portal. We can't put a character there. So we both now choose a character, where our character is going to start. And I think I'm going to put mine here. That's a nice room. Okay. And then we've got 2 dice here. So we take one of those dice and we roll to see who's going to go first.
What, both of them?
No, just the one.
Oh, just the one. Okay.
Okay, so you got 5, and I'm going to take the yellow, and I've got 1, so you get to go first.
Okay.
Off we go.
Right. So I will look in the bookcase for one,
So you put down your first search marker.
and then I throw dice, and it's 5 and 4.
So 5 and 4, so we know it's 5 and 4 because we can see here on the board there's the yellow dice and it represents going along, and then the white one there represents going up and down. So we go 5 and 4, and that is what colour? 5 and 4.
Green.
5 and 4 is green. So Helen can take a green card. Okay, and she's been very lucky. She's managed to get a card for one of the tokens already. So she can put that down, and she's got one
Wow.
already.
Jammy.
Okay, you are. That's good.
And then I am going to do number 2, and I would like the
Blessings and
bag
curses.
with the blessings and curses in, please. Get a good rummage in there. Oh, got a curse.
Okay, so that stays out, and they all stay out until we've emptied the bag, and then we reset it.
This is a good one.
Okay, you keep that to
So
yourself.
I keep that to myself.
Okay, so you've got 3 actions. You've done a search on the drawer. You've done a search in the bookcase. You've got 1 action left, and you've gone through an open door. Okay.
An open door. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've got 3 types of actions. We've got move, we've got search, and we've got look. So we can look at the mirrors, and we can look at the paintings. So the mirrors. So here are the mirrors. There, and there, and then there's one here as well. Now they enable us to move from one room to the other through the mirrors, but they do use 2 fortitude points. The pictures, when we look at the pictures, we can roll a dice to determine how many fortitude points we get restored. Yeah? Okay, so it's my turn, and I'm going to use my first search marker. I'm going to put it on the bookshelf there, and I'm going to roll, and I've got 3, 4. So again, I just go along 3, and then I can go to 4, and that gives me a yellow. So I take the yellow card. Now, I don't need that at the moment, so I can't put it in there, but I can put it to the side. Now, if I get another yellow card, I can then go to, when I search a bookcase, I can go to another bookcase and cash those in. I can exchange those for a card that I want. So even though Helen's got a good head start, that doesn't mean she's necessarily going to win the game, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's my first search. I'm going to do my second search, and I'm going to do the same as Helen. I'm going to search through the drawer there. So that means I'm going to use a blessing, hopefully. Am I going to get a blessing? I've got a curse as well. Well, how about that? Okay, so I've got a curse. Well, that could be useful as well. Okay, so I've done that. So I've had 2 actions done, the last one, and I'm going to move into this room through the open door. Okay.
Okay, so my go. I am going to do the bookcase again. Lucky dice.
2, 3.
2, 3. No, yellow.
Yellow. Yeah.
So I will do the same. I'll just keep that because I don't have a yellow card.
Righty ho. Okay.
So here's number 4, and I'm gonna again go through the rummage through the drawers.
Okay, and each time that Helen's placing a search marker down here, she's recording how many times she's used the markers. So it goes 0 all the way to 6, and when you've used number 6, you start all over again and then use number 1, and you just pick up 1 and move it around, and 2, 3 and 4, so on. So you've got blessing that time.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to use my search number 3. There we go in there. I'll move that along to number 3. And roll my dice. And I've got 4, 1. So 4 and 1. Well, that's a white. So let's see what that's going to be. Okay, well, that's glass mirror, and I know I don't have a white. I need a black and a green. But if I get another colour, say a red or a yellow or whatever, I can then take those and I can go and cash those in as well. So I've got another 2 actions. Now I can go back into this room, but I can't search that bookcase because I've got that search marker on there. I've got another 2 actions. So I could either search the drawer here, or I can go into another room by using this mirror and going over to another room over here. But then there's another thing I can do, which I'm going to show you, and I'm going to use 2 actions to do it. So I'm going to pick my character up, and I'm going to rotate the room, and I do it by 1 and 2. So I've used my 3 actions, and I'll show you what happens next turn. Okay, over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to have to do something similar if I want to move into the next room. So I'm going to go 1 and then 2 and then 3.
Into there, and then you take -1 because the door's closed.
And I take -1, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so that's
my 3 moves.
3 moves, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so what I can do, I'm going to do the same thing but slightly different. So this tile is adjacent to the tile I'm in. So again, I can turn that 90 degrees. So that's 1 action. I can then use the second action through here. This door is open, so it doesn't cost me any fortitude points. And now what I can do is I can then place my 4th search marker down, and then I can search through the bookcase. So what have we got? I've got 3, 1, so that's green. So am I lucky? Mandrake. No, it's not the one I need, but that doesn't matter because now I've got 3 different cards. I can cash those in at the next bookcase that I can get to. Right, okay, so right, that is 1, 2, 3 actions. So that's me done. Over to you.
I've realised now by going through a locked door that I am in negative fortitude, which means I can't search. And there is no picture in this room, but there was one back here.
That's right.
So I am going to go back here because that doesn't make me lose any fortitude. And I'm going to look in the mirror. So that's 1 move. This is 2. Oh, and I get 3 fortitude. So that's great. 1, 2, 3. And then I will go back and I lose 1 fortitude, but I'm now in positive.
Exactly. So when it comes to searching the bookcase or the drawers, because you're in positive, if it was 0 or anything over 0, then you can search. If it's anything less, you can't search through the drawers or the bookcases, but you can still move around the library using using the mirrors and the doors. Right. Okay. So I'm again in a similar situation, and what I too am going to do is I'm going to look at the picture, and I'll roll a single dice. So I've got 4. So I get how many points? I get 2 points. So I can go +2. Now I could roll again, but what I'm going to do is I've got to think about where I'm going to go to, and I'm going to go to another room as another action. So I've got 2 actions left. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice again and look at the picture again and boost my fortitude. So I've got 3, so that gives me 2 points. Right, so I'll go 1, 2. So now I'm in +4. So I can go anywhere I like where there's a mirror. So I could go here, I can go here, or I could go here. Well, I don't want to go back there. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start causing some chaos. So I'm going to go from this mirror into the netherworld and appear here, but lose 2 points in the process. So I've used my 3 actions. Now that's over to you.
Okay, so I am going to do the same. I'm going to look through the bookcase for pages. So 2, 3 is another yellow, which is good because I can swap 2 of a kind next time. I will go and have a look in the drawer and hopefully get a blessing. No, another curse. What is it this time? It's all pointless. You lose your fortitude. Oh, your fortitude is now 0.
So again, like many of the curses, a curse may seem to be a curse, but often it's a blessing in disguise.
So I've had to play that because it's an immediate reaction.
Yep.
So I've got one more move and I can't go in there. Or I could go in there, actually, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could do to look at the painting if you wanted to, boost your fortitude.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's my 3rd action.
Right, okay. So I'm going to search the bookcase, but I'm not going to look for a book, I'm going to exchange a book. So I need to put down my search marker. Okay, there we go. I'll move that on to 5. And then I can take these 3 different coloured pages and I can put the yellow at the bottom. There. I'll put the green herbs at the bottom there. I'll take the white and I'll put that in the bottom there. And I think actually I'm going to go back to herbs. I'm going to get my herb and I can very quickly look through that for the one I need, and I can see without even having to read it's wild garlic. There we go. So what we do now is that gets locked into there. Nobody can steal that card and I can turn that tile over. So I've caught up. Okay, now I've still got another two actions to go. So I'm going to use number 6 and I'm going to search through the drawers. Okay, so let's have a look. Rummage. Right, is it going to be a blessing? I feel it's good.
It must be.
It's a curse. I don't believe
No.
it. Yeah, I don't know.
What's the probability?
Well, so there's the probability is changing now because you've got more blessings and curses in the bag.
Yep.
Nonetheless, I have to take a curse. So let's have a look at that. Okay, well that's not very good. You've been visited by a creature from beyond. You feel your fortitude being drained by the hideous creature. -2, 1, 2 down. So it's on 0. Now, more bad news, I'm afraid, because if we look in the room there, Jade, you'll see I've got 4 tokens. Now, those tokens represent psychic energy that's being imbued into the room by all the players, and too much energy will summon a monster. So what we do is we take any number 1 monster that we like. So, let's see, something particularly hideous. Oh, that spider looks, yuckity yuck. I'm going to put that in there. That's appeared, and that will inflict, unfortunately, -1 on me. So I'm in -1. So I need to do something. Well, I'm going to get out of that room. I don't really want to stay there. And I'm going to go to another room where there's a nice calming picture. So I'm going to go through them. There's a mirror behind, so I'll just put the spider over there. Thank you very much. I'm going to go through that mirror and I'm going to go whoop right through here. That's again going to take me back 1, 2. So it doesn't matter because next turn I can go and replenish my fortitude. So over to you, Helen.
Okay, so I am going to do the very same, and I'm going to look in the picture. So that gives me 1, and I'm going to do that again. Oh, 3. That's great.
Nice
1, 2, 3. So that's 2, and then I am going to go back in here, I think. So that gives me -1. Okay.
Okay, right, so 3 actions. I'm going to go and look at the picture. 5, that gives me 3 points. 1, 2, 3, so I'm back to 0. So I could search in this room. I could search the drawer. I can't search the bookcase because I've already got a marker on there. Once I've used that marker somewhere else, I can come back to the bookcase. So I think what I'm going to do is have a look and see what's going on around the board. Well, I think I'm going to go through here. So that's going to give me -1. And then I'm going to go and use the mirror and pop round here. So now I'm in this room, and that's me done.
-2.
And that's right, -2.
All right. So I need to rotate. So I've got 1, 2, and then I can go in there and I get minus. So that's me done.
Right, okay. Well, I'm getting kind of desperate. I think I'm going to need to get some cards a quick way. I mean, -2, I could look at the pictures, but actually before I do any of that, I've got a curse here. And you know what? I'm going to play that. I'm going to try and stab you to get -2 and see if I win. So, do you have a blessing that can rebuff my my knife? So I've effectively stabbed you. Nobody can die in the library. We're here for eternity unless we get all the items and escape through the green portal. So because I was successful, I have to put that card at the bottom of the curses deck, and I can actually then choose one of Helen's cards here. Okay, because they're up for grabs.
How dare you, you cad.
I am a cad, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? And I still have my three actions to play out as well. But I am in negative numbers, which is not great. So I'm going to use the dice. Okay, 4. So that gives me how many points?
2.
Gives me 2 points. So 1, 2. I'm going to have to roll again. Okay, well that gives me 3. 1, 2 and 3.
And that's it.
And that is my... so I've done a look at the pictures twice. Okay. I used the curse card, but that's not actually an action. It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I have one move left to make. And by Jove, I'm going to have to reset my meter to 1, pick up my search token and place it over here. So I can go and have a look inside that bookcase. Let's get the dice. And if I'm lucky, if I'm very lucky, I might get a black. I don't know. Let's see. So 3, 4. So 3 and 4, that gives me a yellow. So that's good. I'll take that. Thank you very much. That's the end of my go.
Yeah, and I was going to swap that, and now I can't. So I'm going to have to reset mine to 1. I'm going to put my search marker there. And, oh, actually... No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you're not? Are you not? So
no, because I'll tell you what, I've got a curse as well.
Have you? You're going to shoot me? Ah! Okay, so...
Oh,
yeah.
By the way, what was the -2 fortitude?
That's right.
-2.
That's right.
Yours is -3.
That's right.
So
1, 2, 3.
And I'll have my card back, thank you very much.
Okay.
Which means that now I can go to the bookcase and I can get my card. So I've got 2.
That really backfired on me, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So bad.
Nasty cad. And I am going to get my blue, which means that I am my white dream quartz.
Okay, so that means now you've got your second item, which you can turn over. You've completed all the items, and now you've got to try and get into the portal. So I'm going to
I've done 1 move, though.
You've done 1 move, so you've got another 2. So you could potentially win this.
I want to... Oh, no. I want to do that. But... if I go through there, I'm going to have minus fortitude, so I'm going to have to roll
Mm-hmm.
and look in
So you're going to go and look at the picture. Yep.
Yay!
Nice. Okay.
2, 3.
And so you can go into the portal.
I haven't got.
You've run out of.
I've run out of moves.
You've run out of moves, haven't you?
I've got to wait till next.
Right.
So
I've got to use something pretty drastic
you're going
here.
to do something nasty now, aren't you?
I sadly I don't know if it's going to make any difference, to be honest. What can I do? I know what I can do, and I'm going to try it. So I'm going to use the mirror. I'm then going to go over to here. So I know I'm going to have to go -1, 2. So I'm in -3, and there's a monster there. So I'm attacking it.
No.
So
you're not getting -1.
I have to get
going into
-1 because I've got to go into the room. If the monster was in the portal, now this is an idea. So I know that I can place a monster anywhere I like. So first of all, though, I've got to see if I can beat the monster. So I'm going to roll the dice, and I have to get over 6. And I've got 6 or over, and I've got that. So now what I can do is I can make a decision. I can either make Helen's life a misery by putting it in the room here, or I can control the monster and tell it to go into the portal. And that's the only time that we can put something in here. So I'm going to do just that. Okay, so that's a bonus action. So I've only used one of my actions. My problem is, however, I can't search. So I've got to get back to somewhere where I can use a picture. So what I'll do is I'm going to go back over to here through that mirror and take another -2. I can then go up to -5, so that's as far as I can go. And then I've got one action left, which is I'm going to look at the picture and restore my... Oh, that's not bad. So I've got how many points for that?
3.
I've got 3 points. So I can go 1, 2, 3. So I'm back up to -2. But that's it. Okay, it's all for you to win, potentially.
So I go through the portal.
Yeah.
That takes a -1.
-1.
And then I have to fight.
So you have to get 6 or more to win. And you've done it.
Yay!
Well done. That's it. I'm over.
And I've got out of the library.
And you've inherited the Mad Professor's secrets of the library.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's a very quick game, a quick 2-player game. We hope you enjoyed that, and we'll put this online. Any questions, though, feel free to get in touch with us at bdgame.uk. Thanks for watching.